Hi guys, Littleaussiemel here doing my week 15 post-op VSG update. So straight into the numbers, my highest ever weight was 105 kilos or 231 pounds. My pre-op starting diet was 97.4 kilos or 214 pounds. This week I weighed in at 78.4 kilos, which is 172.5 pounds. So that's a total pre-op diet sort of starting weight point total of 19 kilos or 41.8 pounds, or from my highest weight 26.6 kilos or 58.5 pounds. So yeah, so that's good. I'm creeping down bit by bit every week. It seems like it's a fairly consistent weight loss at the moment, so I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I have slacked off a lot on my exercise, so I do want to get back into that this week. So I'm probably falling behind on my exercise goals for the year already. So so this week I'll step it up with definitely 4 workouts at least, but I'm going to try for 5 if I get the time. So what I want to talk about this week is, most importantly, is, if you haven't heard already, I'm going to be coming along to the Tampa meet and greet in Florida in April this year. I have to say a huge thank you to my husband Brett, who was very generous to let me go, be coming over on my own. Just purely for financial reasons. Yeah, I really don't know if I would have been as supportive if he told me he wanted to go over to another country and meet a heap of strangers that he'd been talking to on the internet. So I really thank him for for being willing to let me go. To be honest, at first when I did hear about the meet and greet, obviously I wanted to go, but I just kind of threw it to the back of my mind like, oh yeah, that'd be great, but not something I would have put as priority, because the old me wouldn't put myself first to, first of all, spend the money on something just for me like that, or to put myself first in respect of time, like taking time away from my family for something that I wanted to do just for me. And also the old me probably just would have not maybe been brave enough to, I mean, I have travelled on my own before when I was younger, but yeah, I just think I just probably wouldn't have put myself out there, or has been as confident to maybe go overseas and meet up with people, even though, you know, obviously all my YouTube friends aren't strangers because I know you all so well, but, you know, technically you're still kind of strangers. So, yeah, so I guess I just kind of looked at, I revisited my goals, and one of the things that I really want to change is putting myself first and accepting that the things that I want and the things that I need are important, and I should go after those. So that's sort of why I started thinking seriously about coming to Tampa and doing that. And yeah, but I really did think it was going to be a hard sell to get my husband to let me come. But when I sort of explained to him how important it was to me and how much I wanted to do it, he just said, you know, whatever makes you happy, if that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. So I did have to bribe him just a little bit with letting him go away on a fishing trip with the boys. But hey, if that's, you know, that's fair's fair. If he gets time away to do stuff that he's going to enjoy and going to revitalise him too, then yeah, by all means. So yeah, so that's really exciting. So yeah, if you're not already coming to the meet and greet, now that you know I'm coming, you have to be there. A lot of my favourites are already going. So you know, VSG Tanya is putting me up in her room for the convention, which I'm just so thankful for. Saved me a lot of money. It's already going to cost me a fair bit to get there. And yeah, and I just can't wait to meet everybody. Something on the weekend, it's been really hot here the past few days, just really steamy, humid. So yesterday we went up to my mum's and had a beautiful barbecue and swim around the pool, and we had some old friends that I haven't seen in like 5 years or so come up and had like a really nice family day. And so everyone was getting in the pool, and it was funny because I had this. It's like in the past, that sort of event where everyone would have been stripping down to the cozies and swimming in front of everyone, I probably would have shied away from actually swimming, and and just made out like, oh, I didn't really care that much about having a swim that day, or the excuse of, oh, I didn't bring my cozies with me, or whatever. And but I did go prepared. I took my swimmers with me, and yeah, for a moment I found myself doing that same thing. Like everyone was getting ready to go in the pool, and I found myself sort of pulling away from the group a little bit. And then I just, had this snap thought of, what are you doing? Just go for a swim. You don't need to feel like that anymore. So, so I just had to throw off that thought. And it just goes to show that there's so many like automatic negative things that we think every day. Sorry, that light is really bright. There's just so many automatic negative things that go through your mind that it's really important to just stop for a second and, when you may be holding back from doing something, and think, well, why am I not doing that? Do I really have to hold back? Do I really have to be afraid to put myself out there anymore? So I guess that links into, again, what I was saying about, the Tampa thing, just holding back and not putting myself out there. So I'm really enjoying doing that, and I think that's going to be one of the best parts about this whole journey, because going forward in my life, if I can just go with things and go with the flow and not limit myself in that way, I think just overall it will just make for a much more enjoyable life. And if you haven't seen it, Big V did a video. It wasn't his last video; it was the one before, where he was talking about the things that increase dopamine in your brain and the things that inhibit it. And the 4 things that increase dopamine in the brain was movement, flow, adventure, and frivolity. And I just thought, what a great thing to try and remember. So I've actually written them on the little mirror in my bedroom. And so if you are kind of holding yourself back from things, just think about those things. Or if you're having a low day, can I increase my movement today? Can I add a little bit of adventure? Am I trying to hold back from something when I should just be going with the flow? And then the frivolity one is just like, am I taking myself too seriously? Should I, is there something I can do today to just have a little bit of lighthearted fun? I think if you can just think about those things in the forefront of your mind, then you'll just be a lot happier, a lot better off for it. So thank you so much, Big V, for that. That was, I got so much out of that video. So I'll put a link to it below in case anyone hasn't seen it and they want to check it out. There was so much inspiring stuff in there. That's really all I've got to talk about today. I am hoping to do a food haul video too. I did the shopping and I took some photos of everything that I bought, and then I've just got to figure out how to actually turn that into a video. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but just because, the food choices are so different in Australia. We don't have all the cool stuff you guys talk about. We can get some of it, but it's usually more expensive. So I'm just trying to find ways to keep the protein up by just eating more normal, easily accessible food from the supermarket. And so I'll try and do that midweek sometime. But don't hold me to that. We'll see how I go. All right, guys. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and hopefully I'll see you in Tampa. Bye.